guys, you're welcome to my space. How are you doing? And hope you're having a lovely day. My name is Precious and you're welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about dealing with negative energy. Yes, negative energy is one thing that comes up in our daily life. Yes, you could leave your house so encouraged, so spirit filled and so motivated, and oops, one little challenge and you're so down and you can't even find the positivity you left home with. So it is very important that we talk about these things and how we could figure our way around them. So my name is Precious and you're welcome to my space. If this is your first time of seeing my face, I am Precious and here is a place where we talk about personal development, growth, empowerment, and becoming the best we could be of ourselves in our daily life's journey. So if this is something that interests you, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. And to my returning subscribers, oh, you are most valued. You're welcome back once again. So having said that, let's get right into the video. So negative energy. What is negative energy to begin with? Negative energy is just that energy that surges from your inside when things are not going as planned, when you hit an obstacle, when you're planning something and it doesn't go right the way you planned it to go. You begin to feel overwhelmed. You begin to feel it could range from little things like sadness, anger, feeling overwhelmed, to very serious issues as depression, feeling of worthlessness, and severe deep loneliness. And these are things that really can impact your life in a very huge way, and I think it is something that needs to be talked about. It is not something that you should just say, oh, you'll be fine, don't worry, just give it time. No, most times you need to know how to handle your mental health, how to handle yourself to bring out the best in you. So today we're going to be talking about how to deal with negative energy, and I'm just going to be taking us through some little sections of topics that I've put out to help us discuss this. So first of all, know the signs that you're beginning to build up negative energy. Know the sign. You know yourself. You know how you are when you're happy. You know how you are when you're positive. You know how you are when you are effectively dishing out something. You know what to look out for in yourself when you are beginning to deal with something and sound frustrated. Some of us will become very irritated. Sometimes you could notice that your voice becomes so high pitched. Sometimes you could notice sleeplessness. You could notice just suddenly begin to feel sad, overwhelming feeling of sadness. You could notice loss of appetite. You could even notice that you are not motivated. You don't even want to get out of bed. You don't want to do anything for yourself. It ranges from little signs that are not even, you might not call anything, like skipping one meal, not going out with friends, canceling dates, canceling dinners, not wanting to see anybody, to very serious things like shutting yourself out and not being productive at all, just not doing anything, not wanting to talk to anybody, not wanting to do anybody. Whenever you see such signs, please just know that you've built up a lot of negative energy and it is time to deal with it. So yes, when we've known the sign, another thing you need to do for yourself is get some space. When you figure out that you're frustrated, when you figure out that you are just not who you are, a lot of things is, your health is clouded, and leave that environment. Get some space. Whatever is triggering, when you figure out this thing, find out the trigger. Is it your workspace? Is it pressure from wherever it is coming from? Try to give yourself, most times you might not necessarily have the luxury to take a whole vacation out of the environment, for example if it is work, but you could take a break. Even as much as 5 minutes break is good for you when you are so much dense into negative energy. Get some space. When you figure out, oh my, I'm getting off the grid, get some space. You could take a walk, you could just get some fresh air, you could just, but let there be a break from that environment that is triggering such an energy, because you won't be able to put yourself together if the trigger points keep surfacing. So the first step is identify that you're being triggered. The second step is get out from the triggering zone. No matter the time, even if it is a little minutes, hours that you're taking off from that trigger zone is really going to help you a lot. So next thing you could do is, when you had a good thought of whatever is triggering you, nip it at the bud. Yes, most times we make the mistake of wanting to deal with so much negativity over and over and over again, to the point when we get to our breaking point. No, that is not a healthy way to live your life. When you find out that something is giving you so much negative energy, nip it at the bud. If it is a human being that is causing you so much frustration and stress, don't keep trying to walk around it. Keep trying to be the nice person and go over the board. If someone is treating you unfairly, bullying you, doing whatsoever thing that is not acceptable, politely shut the person down. Do not keep receiving negative words. Even sometimes friends can just playfully make some statements to you, and you get really hurt there and then. Let them know that no, you do not accept such words, you do not accept such way. I cannot process this. I don't have the capacity to process such jokes. Please do not joke with me in this manner. Nip it at the bud. If it has worked and you're being bullied, follow the right processes to make sure that you nip it, because once you start taking negative energy, it keeps increasing, it keeps building. You just you take it in, you take it in. You do not know that you're setting a trap for yourself, because one day you're going to explode, and maybe that day you're going to explode, you will do it in a way that you will now become the person to be blamed, while you have been the victim all this while. So instead of getting to that point where you burst out and maybe begin to go against maybe work ethics or leadership ethics, nip it at the bud. When someone is speaking to you in a manner that is really bustling you inside, when you have identified the trigger points, taking a break from that space, cleared your head for a while, come back and nip it at the bud immediately. You notice it. If it's a relationship that is keep choking you and you don't even, do not keep taking in. Once you figure out that something is toxic for you, shut it off. Shut the access to your mind. Your mind is a very powerful place, and whatsoever you allow to frequently visit it is going to become a big part of your life. So if someone is frustrating you, if an environment is toxic for you, if something you're doing is not nice, is not working well with you, leave. Get somewhere else. Life is not that serious. Put yourself as a priority. Know what to do. Know your value. Know when to leave. Know when to say no. Most of the times, one of the ways we need to learn to nip things out, but is to say no. You are not I don't know, you're not jollof rice from my country. Jollof rice is a very special dish, and it really pleases, let's say, 95% of the population. So you're not an ice cream. You're not ice cream that everyone can be happy about. Neither are you jollof rice that everybody will be happy to eat. So learn how to say no. If it is not sitting well with you, if it doesn't sit well with your belief, it doesn't sit well with what you believe in, say no. Nip it at the bud. Do not constantly keep taking in negative energy for any reason, be it whoever. Most of us, we come from families where there is so much pressure, nobody's allowing you to breathe, and it's just too much. Know when to nip it at the bud. Yes, it doesn't have to be violently. You could have a quiet conversation, but you're nipping something at the bud. Do not keep allowing the inflow of such into your mental space. So next thing you have to do is have a safe place to channel it out. Have a safe place to channel it out. You've gotten your hurt, something is bugging you, know who to talk to, know where you could go and get that energy off your body. One thing we do sometimes is we try to endure. There are things that should be endured, and there are things that should be channeled out. It's not everything that is made for our minds. It's not everything that is healthy for our peace. So whatever can cause me my peace, that is too costly for me. I can't keep it in. I can't take it. It's not my baggage. Learn how to safely have a safe place where you channel out these negativities when they begin to really choke you. It could be someone, an accountability partner you could talk to. It could just be a routine. You could even pray. You could, do something. You could go to the gym, you could have an exercise, you could sing songs, you could do anything that works for you that lets this negative energy. As someone like me, I could start recording, I could start cooking, do anything that lets out this negative energy. In science, I think it's called sublimation, transferring negative energy into positive use. Yes, so when it has built up so much, it's not the time to take it in. You are just destroying yourself. No, it's not for you. This is not meant for me. It's garbage. So push it out back in a positive way. If it's so frustrating, you don't know what to do, this is what some people do that like to gym. They could go to the gym, they could start boxing, and you just do it for 5 minutes and you feel great. You just run on the treadmill and your head is open, your mind is clear, is off your mind. You could just talk to someone, you could just make a video, cook, do anything that can let you channel out. It is not for keeping. Do not take it in and say, I'm a very patient person, let's just ignore it. No, the more you keep ignoring, you are damaging your mental health, you are reducing your productivity, and it is one of the bad practices of our generation. We take so much in until we get to the point that when we blow up, it scatters everything. Learn how to nip it at the bud and channel that energy. Make sure the same way it came in, make sure it goes out. Don't keep it in. Don't keep it in. And then when you've channeled this out and made sure that you're not locking yourself in, see, let me tell you something. One of the traps of negative energy is that it wants to stay inside. It wants to get to that point where you are now beginning to blame yourself, see yourself as, before you begin to interpret. For example, if bad words were said to you, you begin to feel that that's who you are. You begin to get depressed. Before you begin to lose who you are. You begin to lose strength to do anything. You begin to want to keep to yourself. You want to become just stay on your own. You want to be depressed. No, do not give anybody or anything such power in your life. Once it comes in, push it out. Take it. It's not for you, it's not for your consumption. It's just like eating garbage. Do not let it stay in your system. However you want to flush it out, flush it out. As far as you're not transferring aggression to anybody, get it out of your system. Do not keep it inside. And lastly, and very, very importantly, how to deal with negative energy. Fire on your glow. You see that point in your life where everything is not making sense. You see that point in your life where everybody's annoying. You see that point in your workplace where everybody's pissing you off. It's not a time to look like crap. It's not a time to pour ashes on yourself. It is a time to fire up your glow. This is for your own self first. It is a time to even change your wardrobe. Yes, look good. It's a time to add some smiles to your face, put on some makeup, put on some good, that time where everybody's trying to choke you is a time to show forth more glory. It's a time to fire up on your glow. What brings out the best in you. It's a time to pay more attention to those things. Dress well, make sure you're just firing up on those things that make you happy. It's a time to, if you're someone that likes to maybe go out and have a good time, please do go out. If you like to take pictures, please snap pictures. Do not pause your life because you are having a lot going on. No, that is the time to do more, because once you pause, once you allow it to take over, that is when depression sets in. So when everything is beginning to give you headache, please begin to give everything headache. Yes, pick up your camera. If you're a YouTuber like me, that is the time to record. Yes, it sounds like the most contradicting thing, but trust me, if you are into skills, if you're someone that designs and something is just annoying you, and you pick up your phone and begin to design, you will be surprised the amount of things you'll be able to achieve, because you have so much strength. You are just converting it to do something. So that's not the time to pause. That's not the time to swallow yourself in. Put on your glow. If you're a guy, go for a haircut, get on a new shirt, buy new sneakers, and just see the good in yourself and magnify it. If you're a lady, please put on a nice dress, take yourself out for a walk, a dinner, a drink, something, but please keep your glow on the maximum. And these are some of the ways we could handle negative energies flooding in our lives daily. This has nothing to do with you. Everybody gets to that point where they feel, lost, where they can't figure it out. So just make sure you pause, get off that environment, nip it at the bud, don't keep it in, channel it out, and marks on your glow. And you will be very thankful that you didn't fall into that pit, because trust me, negative energy can cost you a whole year. You achieve nothing because of just one sentence that someone said to you, or one bad experience that you've had. So the more you start rolling, the earlier you can handle it. So that's it for today. If you really enjoyed this conversation, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Yes, don't learn alone. Share this to your friends, and let's build this community of a place where we could come and learn and share ideas among ourselves. If you have anything that you really want to share on this community, as part of this community, you're welcome to send me a DM and say, okay, I want to talk about this topic, this is how I do this, and it helps me grow. I want to also share. Of course, you're welcome to do that, and we'll schedule a meeting and how to get that out to other members of our community. So till you see my face next time, I'm still Precious. Remain happy, stay blessed, and see you next time. Bye bye.